also too.
Oh, I meant to tell you about that. I actually, because I was on my way to the store and I saw your YouTube thing, like which one do you guys like better?
Oh yeah,
If you're looking on mobile, you cannot see it.
bro. What the fuck is good?
Like I try to click on the image to enlarge it to see what the differences were. You cannot see it if you're on mobile.
I don't.
Just wanted to let you know.
I appreciate it. Oh, a lot of people like the other one better, but I chose the other one. I mean, it's already up there. What am I gonna do? You know.
Are you live?
I'm live. Welcome back to the usual Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Listen, thank you so much for being here. You beautiful, amazing individuals in the audience. Thank you to my co-hosts, Corpse and Save. One are here on the top of me. They're always tops to me. Okay.
Gang, gang.
They're always be on
Top
top.
gang, baby.
They will always be on top of me.
Hello.
We got a lot of wonderful, amazing topics. Save has a ton that he wants to bring up. So thank you for being here.
Oh, I didn't say all that. Don't make it sound like
I mean,
what the fuck?
Now you can't make me a liar.
No, but I did want to. Okay, so we talked about this earlier. Hello, everybody. Blah blah blah. Everybody knows the spiel. We've been doing this for like fucking 70 episodes now.
66.
What the fuck, bro? I was gonna berate you guys through text message, but I decided it'd be better over the show. Who the fuck puts hot sauce in the fridge?
Oh,
everybody.
Hold on.
No, not a single person that I know.
It depends on which one. I feel like the tapatio belongs in the fridge.
Hell no.
But other because I have one, I can go get it. But it's like a habanero hot sauce, and that shit's in the pantry.
The Yucateca shit.
I don't know. I don't remember what it's called.
You don't necessarily have to put every salsa in the refrigerator, but majority of them
salsa is different than hot sauce.
Hot sauce, like a Texas Pea or a Red Hots, shit like
Rooster,
that.
Crystal.
You're supposed, the moment you open it, you're supposed to refrigerate it to.
Does it say that on the bottle?
I agree with that.
And it's preservation. You're supposed to keep it chilled after that.
I'm about to look this shit up real fast.
I feel like that's on most bottles.
But because of the vinegar in it, I don't think it necessarily requires refrigeration. But just because it doesn't require it doesn't mean it's not recommended for its preservation.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
But let me ask you a question. Because it says right here, hot sauce can last 6 months when stored at room temperature. It will last longer in stored fridge. Refrigerated hot sauce typically lasts 1 to 2 years once open. Who the fuck is keeping hot sauce for more than 6 months?
Are you fucking kidding me? Like you haven't had tapatio for so long that it's crusted on the top.
Yeah,
and you
bro.
Gotta, gosh, and fucking break it loose.
You gotta get the.
You're
You gotta,
fucking bugging.
you gotta get the
you
wrench.
Don't understand how fast. You don't understand how fast.
Liar.
The only time that ever happens if it's that fucking 5-gallon big ass bottle that if you accidentally spill it too far, now your whole sandwich is ruined. That's the only time. But if I'm getting a regular size bottle of tapatio, that shit's gone maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month.
Wait, what's a regular bottle? Is it like the personal size ones, or are we talking about like the?
Now the size up from that.
The jar, like the bottle.
No.
Bottle, like
He's talking about a
not
mysterious
no,
in between.
not the big ass one with the white top. That's not the one I'm talking about. Like it's red top, solid, girthy bottle.
Like 10 ounces. I think it's like 10 or 12 ounces.
You spin it, right? You spin it. It has a little, little.
Yeah, the little.
You just.
Ollita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never get
Okay,
those.
if you're using it that fast, I'm not gonna knock you about it.
Yeah, bro. I put hot sauce on everything at the crib, bro. Everything.
I don't know. I kind of like. No, because I fuck with you, right? I put hot sauce on everything. It has to have a little bit of spice for me, for it to be good. But there's something about like hot, like that feeling and a little bit of cold salsa. Like there is something about the cold that when I'm like,
see, I'm the opposite because if I'm making like a cold cut sandwich, right, like ham, cheese, tomato, a little bit of fucking jalapenos on there, I don't want cold hot sauce.
But it's a cold sandwich already. If it's room temp, it's gonna be cold from the sandwich you're making.
Listen, hot sauce don't go in the fridge at my crib. That's all I wanted to. That's
Hey,
the biggest.
listen. Zero hit you with some physics right now, and that shit kind of bamboozled you.
Which one?
The cold sandwich is going to make the room temperature shit cold. Like, I'm just saying.
Like
So
you,
I would just stick with it cold.
Okay. Let me ask you this: then, if we're talking about sandwiches, when you make your sandwich, do you dump the hot sauce on the inside of your sandwich, or is it bite by bite?
oh, so it depends on what hot sauce. So, because it's the one that one.
Yeah.
I'm doing it all over the sandwich, right? But if it's one that I can kind of pour a little bit, then I'm doing per bite. That's a per bite sandwich.
For real? Okay.
Mhm.
No, mine is per bite, dog. It doesn't matter.
The only thing that I have tried so far in maybe the last few years where I will literally scoop it or pour it onto my sandwich to eat it is one. There is this jalapeno raspberry jam that I used to eat at Fresco with the Monte Cristos, and you just get a fat wad of that, bro. You put it on there, and it's so good. But is the what is it? Pepper relish from Jersey Mike's?
Oh yeah, I don't like that shit, bro. I know what you're talking about though.
That I will eat by the fucking scoop on a
Oh.
sandwich, just like that. I don't need it spread out. I just like that, boom, and I'll bang it.
People like that shit on cheesesteaks too, bro. And I don't. Fuck
Not on a
with it.
cheesesteak. No. A
Yeah,
cheesesteak.
I don't get peppers on cheesesteaks.
Cheese and steak, bread. That's it. Maybe onions.
For real.
Uh,
Yeah, I get onions on mine, and then I always eat that shit with Frank's Red Hot. It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, so I know guys who'll do that, but when you say like, I hate when guys are like, oh, I want to get a cheesesteak. Oh, but make sure you put some fucking sauce on there and put some peppers on there and put this on there. It's like, bro, now you're eating like a pizza steak, bro. That's not a cheesesteak. A cheesesteak is just cheese and steak that's been chopped up
And onions. And
and
onions.
some onions. You can throw some onions.
Oh,
No,
that's-
not bell peppers either. That's a
no
pepper
peppers,
steak.
bro.
That's a pepper steak.
Yeah, that's no peppers.
Steak is cheese and steak with a little bit of onions.
Yeah, bro.
You could throw
There's a-
mayo on there, you know what I mean, and throw maybe like some.
See, I like it with mayo, but some people don't like it with mayo.
I'll do a little bit
I
of
fucks it
mayo.
with the mayo, yeah.
I'll do it with a little bit of.
There's
mayo.
only 2 spots here in San Diego that have fire ass fucking cheesesteaks though, like Philly, and those are really the only spots I ever get cheesesteaks from.
because when they throw the bread on there, the reason why I do mayo too is because with the bread on there, and when I bite in it, the crunch is too much sometimes, right? And
like
so
the softness.
I need a little soft with the bread.
See,
Little
that's because they're using the wrong rolls, baby. They're using the wrong
a
rolls.
little
That's why.
soft. They're just grilling it for too long. So put just a little tiny smear of mayo.
Respect
on
the
there 'cause-
schmear.
Because I don't like
Schmear?
I don't like butter on my cheesesteaks. I don't like when people put butter on
never
the
heard of
bread.
that.
When they
Ever.
put butter on the bread and they hit it on the grill, so they can.
I've
take the
never
grill.
seen
Yo,
that.
my girlfriend put me onto that. I didn't know people did that until I think when me and my girlfriend started living together. No, it was probably before that. But she said to put mayo on the bread and slap that shit on the
grill.
on the pan, yeah, on the grill.
Mhm.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Fire.
I thought it was gonna get
Yeah,
hella
bro.
messy, bro. That shit sounded weird.
Mm-mm.
Cause
That's even better. Like if you put it on an actual grill, like if you're making burgers and you do that shit on an actual grill,
Fire.
fire,
Yeah.
bro.
Fire. It's way better for the bread.
Absolute fire.
It's way better for the bread. Like I feel like it's just too soggy, and when you bite into it, you get too much bread flavor, or not bread, butter flavor.
When you guys go to the taco shops, are you guys a red hot sauce or a green hot sauce person?
I like both.
Green.
Green. I like some green. It just depends. Okay. So this leads into my next question. If you could only eat tacos or burritos for the rest of your life, which one are you picking?
Ooh.
Tacos.
I know you're picking the same thing as me, Save. It's burritos.
Burritos all day.
Tacos.
Burritos.
Because think about it, you could literally put the same thing that you get in a taco in a burrito.
Tacos.
I mean, you can say that vice versa. I mean, that doesn't really work. But I just mean like burritos. You gotta eat less
because
of them.
everything goes with flour tortillas, but not everything goes with corn tortilla.
That's fine.
I guess. Yo, what's up, Sam?
See how
I
quiet
think-
it goes when he does that? It just trips me the fuck out.
Sam says he always changes the meat if I choose tacos.
All right, give me 1 second.
Okay, but it has to be
Change the meat. Oh yeah, it's not just like asada tacos the whole time.
What's the best meat for tacos?
Cabeza
Mm,
or lengua
Lengua's pretty good.
or buche.
I don't know.
Damn,
what
they're all
buche
good,
is.
bro.
He's like,
They're all fucking good.
maybe tacos aren't that bad.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you and I have eaten plenty of meals together. Plenty.
Mm-hmm.
The only time that you will ever see me go overboard. 2 places. Taco Bell. I could put some fucking Taco Bell down, bro.
Me too, bro.
Tacos El Gordo.
Couple of
We
boxes.
go there, I'm getting like 3 or 4 of damn near every taco they have. Let me get 3 pastor. Let me get 3 buche. Let me get 3 cabeza. Let me get 3 lengua.
Damn.
Asada is ass there. Yeah, I'm putting down 12 or 13 tacos easy. So you know how like you said how many corn dogs could you eat in an hour?
Yeah.
Or what did we say? Yeah, tacos.
Yeah.
I'm putting down 25 at least.
No shot.
Bro,
In an
at
hour?
least. I promise you.
Well, but corn dogs is a lot
Let's
of
go,
bread.
and I will show you, bro.
Corn dogs is a lot of bread. You got to keep it down, though. You can't throw it up.
Yeah, right. There's no shot. I'm not throwing it up.
No shot. 25 is way too fucking much.
Bro,
That's just a lot of meat. Pause.
I'm just saying. Tacos is my shit, dog. Especially that place. And I would say it's equivalent to a corn dog because it comes with 2 little tortillas.
Oh, that's true. Real spots, they give you the 2. Because they know you fuck up with the first one. So you got the fall off.
Exactly.
And you hit it
or
with the second.
you move one back a little bit so that way it doesn't fall off the back end.
Oh,
how
I
I
get
do
you.
mine.
You like offset it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I start from the front. That way, if anything falls out, falls into that second.
What's the front?
What
do you mean? It's a circle.
So okay, yeah, but you can't tell the difference between the front and back of a taco.
No.
There is no front or back of a fucking taco.
Yes, there is, bro.
Oh,
I
there's
swear to
not.
God.
No,
there is.
bro. No, but
Yeah,
you know what is
whenever the meat is sticking out more.
That's
the
what
front.
that's what I was thinking you were gonna say, but that's still like technically it's the front, right? But it's
That
technically
sounds like some fucking Cisco arithmetic, bro. You be making shit up.
Bro, if you don't turn your camera on so I don't have to look at this bubble fucking glowing at me.
What's
Hold
the
on. You guys are going to be mad at me.
what,
Why?
Why?
I gotta go. Oh, he's eating.
He's munching, bro. Is he eating a taco?
Oh, he's eating. Bro, you could eat with your fucking camera on. Zero's done it before.
No, I haven't.
Well, what is he eating? All right, let's take bets on what you think he's eating. Oh,
He got the fucking mayo hanging off the lip, bro.
is he eating Burger King?
I have no clue. But if it is Burger King, keep that shit off.
No,
Turn
Wingstop.
this fucking camera. Oh
Ooh,
my fucking
Wingstop.
god, that
Yeah.
sounds so good.
I had that shit last week.
Sydney ordered me some food when she found out that I was rushing to get back to the podcast.
Oh, what a
I was like,
legend.
Oh,
yeah.
that's sweet. Shout out to
Uh-huh.
Sydney, bro. That's sweet of her.
Oh man, with a ranch. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you do ranch and Parmesan?
Hell
Mm-mm.
no.
Oh, bro. Peanut is obsessed with Parmesan right now, bro.
Everybody who's watching, I am so sorry. Like, I am so sorry. I think this is probably the most unprofessional thing I've ever done.
He's fucking it up, though.
Besides the fucking naming of women on this podcast, this is probably by far the most unprofessional thing I've done.
How do you get ranch at the top left of your frames, bro?
This man's about to be showered in ranch by the end of this fucking episode. All
Bro,
right.
Wingstop ranch is godsend though.
It's good. I usually don't fuck
God,
with ranch, bro.
You think it's the best ranch out
It's
of
not.
any?
It's not the best. Wait. Of any
Not the
what?
best ranch.
Out of any like fast food spot. It's pretty damn fucking.
If
good.
we're talking about like fast food, not like. Yeah. I think it's probably one.
Is Wingstop not considered fast food? I think it is.
I think fast food
Yeah.
for me is usually like you got to drive through. That's fast food to me.
That is fast food.
Yeah, but taco shops are some taco shops don't have a drive-through.
Those are just like junk food. Like those are not
Hey,
good
you
places
watch
to
them up.
eat.
You watch your fucking.
They got hella greasy food, but that's not like fast.
Taco
food.
shop is not fast food.
I don't
Well, I
know.
wanna
They have
know-
Some of them have drive-throughs.
Some of them, I guess, would be fast food, but not all of them.
So let me ask you a question: if there was a sombreros that had drive-through and a sombreros that didn't have drive-through, the drive-through one is considered fast food, and
That
the
w-
other one isn't?
Yes, Because fast food it's in the name. It's indicative of how fast you can get it, not necessarily the substance of the food.
Yeah, but sometimes I can go inside and get the food faster than I can through the drive-through.
Not if there's no line at both.
Fast food is if you can get it in 15 minutes or less.
Okay, if that's the criteria, then yes, a lot of places are fast food. Anywhere that's not
Wingstop
at
is
home
definitely
is fast food.
No.
Yeah,
A
like
restaurant?
Wingstop is fast food.
what do you mean? Like if you can get
You said anything that's not at home.
Well, wait, could you not get food at a restaurant in less than 15 minutes?
No.
Not a good
What
restaurant.
do you mean?
No, that's fast food.
Your
You
main
swing by
entree- Your
Applebee's?
main entree. No,
Applebee's is going to take you
Applebee's-
15 minutes to order your fucking food. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
No,
Applebee's,
bro,
you're gonna be getting water within the
listen. No,
first
hell
15
no.
minutes.
I sit down, I know what I want, boom, this is what I want. He goes, comes back, gives it to me. I'm betting it's within 15 minutes.
You think you could get in and out of Applebee's in 25 minutes?
You can order it to go order for Applebee's. Yeah.
No.
I'm talking about sitting there and eating.
No, I can't get out of there. That's the criteria. I thought we were saying if we can get food within 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
From the moment you first speak to the person to the moment that the food hits the table is 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna say that's
No.
pretty close. He's pretty right on spot right there.
Wait, what? Wait, who's on spot? Me or him?
Corpse.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Applebee's is not fast food. You're not getting.
I think you can get Applebee's in 15
Sure,
minutes.
if you tell somebody like, "Hey, I'm in a fucking hurry, dog. Bring me my food within 15 minutes." Then
No,
you're
I
probably
think
gonna get
I
it within 15 minutes.
think I can do it. I think without any like, yo, I need to get out of here, whatever. Sit down. I know what I want. Hey, can I have this? Boom. Get out of
With
my way.
ordering drinks and appetizers.
I want-
Appetizers don't count. Appetizers don't
I
count.
want doctor. I'm not having a full course meal, bro. I just want my food. I just want one thing. I want a burger. I want a whiskey burger and give me a Dr. Pepper. Boom. That's it.
Wait. But saying that the appetizers don't count clearly changes the dynamic of where you're at.
No. I say appetizers do not count as like food. So you get your main entree.
I wouldn't order appetizers.
But I was just putting. that
Okay,
in there.
sure, yeah.
Like if I go to a steakhouse and I order a salad, to me that doesn't count as my food.
Sure, I guess. Because I get what you're saying. They'll obviously get there faster if it's an entree.
Mm-mm.
Than like a
I don't understand your statement.
or an appetizer. Sorry, they'll get there faster if it's an appetizer than if they were to just give you an entree.
Correct.
But I still think you can do it within 15. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Wingstop is fast food. Yes, I think ranch is the best.
Okay. Would you rather live in a treehouse or on a boat?
A treehouse.
Ooh. Wait, but how is it?
Because I can go
More
anywhere on
context
this
on this
boat.
question.
I can go anywhere
Any
on
more-
this boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need more context. Like, do I have like an actual house-sized treehouse?
Or do I get a yacht?
Or what kind of boat is it? Are they the same size? Can I take the boat out?
Actually, nah, fuck that. Because
I'll come back to
bro,
that
the
question. I need
oceans
more
get
context.
crazy. Oceans get
not the dock.
nuts. Yeah, you're just not living at the dock. I would hope. You're gonna take this fucking motherfucker out. Go fishing. Catch your shit. Except, how would you cook it?
Fish is
That
very
dock,
easy to cook.
that dock ain't saving shit either.
Yeah, bro, what if there's a tsunami?
What if
Yeah,
there's
you
a
know how many-
tornado?
You know how many boats we saw capsized right there in the waters of Key West after the hurricane came?
The what if questions are gonna kill me, bro. Peanut is on this what if kick right now, and it's what if everything. Daddy, what if the whole world was made out of food? Then it would go bad. Daddy, what if we were all edible? Then we wouldn't live very long, son. Daddy, what if the TV was made out of rocks? We wouldn't be able to watch TV. Like, bro, it's driving me insane. It's driving me insane. He got into his first fight today.
Damn, that's a
No.
lot of shit.
Okay, hold on.
If the motherfucker
consider
spit
it
on
a
him
fight.
again, then
I consider it a fight. His mother does not consider it a fight. But I guess he was in somebody's personal space. The kid didn't like it, so the kid hit him.
Oh,
He hit him back.
okay.
But now they're friends again. So
Paste.
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
but to me that's a fight, bro. If somebody hits you and you hit them back, you fought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I consider it because, like, in that case, I fought a lot of like my cousins, my friends. Like, I've gone into a lot of shit like that where you do some dumb shit, and then they sock me, and then I sock them back.
You fought.
But I don't think that's not like a fight. That's not like a.
It's not like a fisticuff, but it's a scrap.
So what do you consider a fight?
It's just like a little.
Because if you hit me, and then I hit you and knock you out, we only hit each other once.
You just knocked me out. Like, you just socked the fuck out of me.
So did we not fight?
No, you just socked the dog shit out of me.
What is a fight then?
Oh, I don't think that's a fight because if I
I'm
hit
asking you, what do you consider a fight?
I think
3 blows or more?
I think 4 blows or more, and they have to be of increasing.
total?
They have to be of increasing like intent. I feel like you have to be increasingly like trying to hurt the other person.
So I gotta
with
try and hurt
each
you
blow.
more each time I swing.
So if I hit you and then you hit me a little bit harder, and then I say okay, and then I hit you a little bit harder, and then you hit me like you're like all right, motherfucker, and then you hit me a little. That's like the escalation. And now you're starting to fight.
Sorry.
But like the initial like 2-3 hits, it's like all right, yeah, stop. Like you didn't fight. You just kind of got into a little back and forth, and that was it.
Sounds like you got socked up a few times.
Absolutely, bro. I had to be the peacemaker too many times.
You didn't fight anybody, but you
'Cause-
definitely got socked up.
Because the Lord said, turn the other cheek.
the Lord said that.
The Lord himself. Somebody said that in his book.
No, we didn't.
No, not him himself. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Don't get Corpse started, bro. He knows that shit in his hand.
No, I don't. I really don't. You know what's funny? Is that somebody called me like a Jesus freak the other day.
what the fuck?
And I was like, like I was even telling, because this kind of got me where I was with Damien earlier too, where it's like people say some off the wall shit sometimes. Like, like I think we've all dealt with that because we all like content create, boom, 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 and then let alone we're humans out here and we experience people. But like I don't know nearly as much as the Bible as I wish I did. But I know more than I used to. So I just think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, he's a
I was like, where are you going with this?
he's a Bible thumper." It's like, dog, I'm still learning new shit about it every day. Like,
A Bible thumper though is somebody that like actively goes out and tries to share the Bible with everybody.
Bro.
Like you only seem to talk about it what is relevant to what the fuck we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel.
do you think people are? Do you think? Let me ask you guys this too. Do you think it's somebody's place to spread the gospel? Let me ask you guys this because you guys aren't believers the same way that I am. Not to say that you're not believers at all, but I don't think you guys are believers the same way I am, right? Which is fair.
Like, do I think that it's people's job to do that, or like solely one person? Like, what do you? I don't. I'm
Both.
trying, like,
Do you think that one person, that there's any one person in this world who should be out spreading the gospel? 2, do you think that they could be one of hundreds of people who their sole purpose on earth is to spread the gospel?
I have somebody calling me no caller ID. Should I answer it?
Sure, put him on the pod.
Probably the FBI agent.
Hello?
Oh, you didn't put him on the pod.
Hello? Hello?
Watch Cisco's whole fucking thing goes down.
She's gonna blow up. I don't think that there's solely one person, but I do think that if it's something that you believe in, that they're calling me again. Hello? Hello?
Do you have headphones connected or anything?
Put him on speaker.
Hello?
I just wanted to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
I want to talk about our Lord and Savior.
No, I don't think it's. I think that it's like if it's something that you believe in, then yeah, you should talk about it. But I don't think it's your job to like push it onto people. I think within conversation, then absolutely you should like, oh yeah, like oh that reminds me of this story in the Bible or blah 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 blah. Or did you? Yeah, I like you find ways to like put it in. You know what I mean?
Because I heard this. I want to make sure I speak kindly because I know this person's only trying to do well, right? But I heard this story where this guy was saying how, he had been in talks with a coworker or like it was like a buddy had been talking about, him finding God and stuff, right? And something happened and was like, hey, like, this is why you need to, like, something happened in old boy's life. And he's like, this is why, hey man, this is why you need to make sure that you're right with God. This, like, look, like these are the signs, blah 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 blah. And I just think that's grimy. I think that's grimy because he kind of took it like, oh, this was my opportunity to really spread, this word to do. And I just think that's grimy. I think that's very grimy. And especially when you're using, like when I was growing up, I had a friend who passed away when we were real young. We were little boys, bro. And I remember one of the first things people asked was like, oh, was he saved? But was he saved? Oh, was, like, you hear the, was he saved, honey? Honey, was he saved? Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, there's somebody dead in this room who's a child. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Well, that goes to say that a lot of people think like Christians, majority of Christians that go out and push Bible shit on people, that like there's an inconsideration to that, right? But I kind of view it from both sides. Like those people that really believe in that shit really do want to save everybody and believe that everybody should be saved. But at the same time, like I said, there's a time and a place, I think. You get me? Like,
no, I get you. Because I don't think that there's ever really a time and a place where anybody should be talking about that stuff, period. Like, point blank, period. What I think, like, soliciting it, I guess, is the best way for me to say that. I don't think there's ever a time or place to solicit these type of things. What I think that in those scriptures and in the stories, spreading the gospel wasn't exactly going door to door or finding grief and manipulating it to your benefit, right? Because there's even scripture about that. And I think that really what people should focus on is more like if there was good happening in my life, right? Like if there was good and you guys were talking to me about it, I'd be like, yeah, man, you know what, bro? Like I've had faith and God's really taking care of me, boom, 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 boom. And you know what? Like, all praise to him. And I just leave it at that. To me, that's spreading the gospel. That's me telling the story of how I saw the effects in my life happening and what I think the results are. Or I know what these variables are in my life. Not like, oh, you see, guys, this is why you should be praying. This is why you should be doing your Hail Marys. This is why you should be going to church, guys. See, look, it works. Look. Like, you see the difference? And I think those are staunch. I don't know how I got here, but I just see those are staunch fucking differences, bro. Staunch. So people who watch, I'm sorry if I ever talk about, my car's extended warranty, but
what's up, cat? I think sometimes though, I think that the way that other people believe in stuff, I talked to my dad about this, and I think sometimes he's like a little bit of a nihilist. He likes to look at the world in the lens of like people are the worst thing that could have happened to the world, and it'd be better off if we weren't around. And
that's a wild thought when you have children.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I don't know, but that's the thing, is that I know he just like says these things because he's like, in my perfect idea of a world, things would be way better. And I like good old friend of the podcast, Jordan Peterson. I like his idea of the world in that sense of like, we did fuck up a couple things. The environment's not what it should be, and we definitely stumbled upon the way. But we're doing our best, and we're doing the best thing we can. But I think I'll try to draw parallels. But I talked to my dad, and I tried to like draw his idea of the world of like if you really think people are like just making this place worse, like it would actually make more sense to you would be doing like a ethical good to start just like killing people. If you really thought that like people were the worst thing to have ever happened, it would make more sense to just start like going on a rampage and like doing these things that people do when they hit that logical conclusion. And he was just saying like, no, like not that far. Whatever.
Oh wait, is that a logical conclusion?
Yeah, if you take that to its logical end of like, if you really think, okay, like what do you do with illnesses in people? You try to cure it. You try to get it out of them. You try to burn it out. You try to cut it out, whatever it may be. But you try to eliminate it because it's not good for the person, because the person will cease to be there if you don't do something otherwise. But if you flip that and do that to individuals, to humans, then you start to like, okay, well, maybe if we just take people who litter, if we take people who do, you can get so minute to the point where everybody does something wrong. And to its logical end, that's everybody. Like everybody would do something enough to say that you don't belong here because you're making the world a little bit worse.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So I was like, you could like start killing people, and like in your world, it would make more sense to just like do that, and you would be doing more good than harm because ethically, like you're doing what's right for the world.
Grand scheme, yeah, you're cleansing the place more than you are anything else.
Exactly. Like even though like in the short term it's probably really bad, like think about afterwards, like animals will flourish, plantation will flourish, like everything will be good, right? And obviously he had an issue with that because it's like that's not what he's trying to do. But I think with some religious individuals, they're taking to that logical conclusion of like, well, I believe in this thing, and this thing is so true to me that logically, like I have to, even if it's uncomfortable and it's inappropriate or the time isn't right, I have to make sure that people are going to be saved, because in the grand scheme of things, as long as they're okay and in the promised land or in heaven or wherever I think that we're going, you're going to be in a better spot if I just say this, if I just do this, if I just convince you in this weird time where you're in kind of like a bad place or a good place and saying that, God did this and it's because you prayed, or you should pray, or, your friend didn't believe, but you could, you still have time and whatever. Like inappropriate situations like that, like that's where I think sometimes their head is at. People are pretty hardcore about it.
And I agree. I think religion can be used so maliciously, and it always sounds good, right? Like because we don't know what happens when we die, but if you feed into enough of that, like like if you pray for things but that's people can also compare that to manifestation, right? Like people that don't pray think that they can manifest things just by saying it, but it's also a proven psychological fact that your body will change if you continue to say things over and over for a certain amount of habit days or whatever. But what I'm saying is like you said, somebody dies and you're like, oh, well, you have the opportunity to do this, and they put it into a religious aspect. Like it's so snaky at times and so manipulative, and that's the thing that kind of steers me away from it a lot.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with it, but I feel like that's just where, because like my grandma was very much like that, where even in situations where like I wasn't in the headspace to hear that because I was down on some shit that happened or whatever it may have been, she was like, but we gotta pray and like we gotta do that. And I'm like, bro, it's not the time right now, bro.
I don't know if either one of you guys do this, because I don't have the time to go back and look on your Facebooks and shit like that. I don't think either one of you does it, but I hate when I like open Facebook or something and I'm like, I need all my prayer warriors. Like, what the fuck? People that don't, I don't know. That shit to me, that drives me nuts, bro. It's attention seeking. To me, it's attention seeking, and it drives me nuts.
But like,
prayer, like, can prayer heal people? You know what I mean? Like, does it?
Yes. Yeah. There's massive studies on monks, right? Where though it looks different and though it may sound different, what is actually happening is the same. And there's studies on monks where these monks, let's say they'll induce hypothermia on themselves.
Well,
Right?
those dudes are fucking wild, bro.
They're nuts. Okay, these
like,
motherfuckers are crazy.
They can do like supernatural shit. Like,
Okay.
it's insane.
Okay, so let's just take some of these words, right? Words: supernatural, phenomenon, extraordinary. Extraordinary is just the ordinary, but extra.
But a little bit extra.
Just a little extra. And supernatural is just natural, but it's now super. We have now enhanced this thing. And so there's studies on monks that they've done where these dudes will induce like hypothermia, or these fuckos will do something where they make their fucking heart stop and they get around and then these guys come back to life. They get their heart to start back. How they do it, don't know. All I know is though is them and their 10 little fucking bald buddies right there are all sitting down in a fucking circle, and they have a mantra, which is your prayer. They have the buying in, everyone's bought into this thing, and then they have the person. And so how Christians and the Catholics and everybody else are so disconnected from what the monks can do, and what's wild is that a lot of these other practices will consider these type of things as pagan or witchcraft, black magic.
Magic, that's magic, but just with blacks.
Magic. Well, they said it in. Have you guys watched the show The Witcher?
No. But I've been recommended that show.
I've been watching it recently, and the girl said something really good. There is no black magic. There's no earth magic. There's no such thing as wood magic. It's just magic. What you do in magic exists.
Magic I don't know, bro. I've seen YouTube videos of people being flying and like
magic exists.
I don't know.
The whole study of chemistry is magic.
It's like alchemy, you know?
It's alchemy.
Isn't that like a...
Okay, I guess when you spin it like that, then I can agree with you. I can agree with you. I think we actually talked about that before on the pod.
I've made things come out of my body from the figment of my imagination, my friend. I've created things from my brain.
Wait. You probably had a little bit of help, but
there's been times I've had help too.
I like the saying that like magic is just science we don't understand yet. I like that.
Yeah. It's all just like the fucking dinosaurs. There was no such thing as dinosaurs until they started calling them dinosaurs.
Wait, but now you're talking
dragons.
Now you're talking about like the concept of like language. That's what we're talking about.
They weren't dragons. Dragons spit fire.
Our dragons spit fire.
Look up when the word dinosaur was created. In your thesaurus, you will also see the word that they used as a reference pre that date.
What? Let's just look up what were dinosaurs called before dinosaurs.
There will be nothing. There will be no hits.
Yeah, so they weren't called dragons then.
They were called dragons. Look up what is it? What is it?
Oh,
what
shit,
is it when
yeah.
it's called
They were called dragons, griffins, and leviathans. That's what they were called.
Hats off to you, Corpse.
I'm telling you.
Before the term dinosaur was coined in 1842 by Richard Owens, people likely referred to dinosaurs as dragons.
They likely did.
1842.
Allegedly.
That's why when you look up all these explorers who headed west across the pond, they talked about finding dragons in the new lands.
So dinosaurs were still around?
That's why even the Aztecs had stories about dragons. People think that dragons must have been real. No, dinosaurs aren't real. They're dragons. They're fucking dragons, my guy. Dragging these balls.
Just so you're
I
gonna
was
die on
literally
the
about to
fucking-
say that. Fuck.
You're gonna die on the dinosaurs are not real.
It's just
Duh.
getting hard, dude.
No, but that
Stop.
no, wait. The word dinosaurs. Just because something was called something first doesn't make it right. Right?
No. What you're not going to do is start coming here and start saying what things identify as. Okay.
Oh
And that we
my
can make
God.
new names for things that were already things for hundreds of thousands of years. They were dragons.
Wait, but
bro.
like what? So I'm trying to think of like things evolve, right? Like the wording of things evolve. Like automobiles, people call them mass amount of people, majority of people call them automobiles. Now we call them cars. But
Okay.
what were they first? They were first, and they still are automobiles.
Automobiles.
But
Okay. They're
but
still dragons.
but no, you couldn't go up to be like, you couldn't go into a museum and be like,
Wow,
where's
look at
your
all these
dragon
dragons.
exhibit? People be
Yeah,
like,
where's your
what the
dragon
fuck
section?
are you talking about, dog?
Okay.
Or couldn't go into
Amber is born Amber. Amber grows up. We start calling Amber Burr or Ambi or all kinds of things. Now, Amber's no longer a little girl and is a Zerzim. That's great. I'll call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you. That's cool. Burr, them, they,
Burr?
it.
Bill Burr?
It is Amber. Born a girl. Always will be. That doesn't change what we decide to call it. Sure, bro, whatever. I don't give a fuck. My number 9 means no across the pond in Germany. Doesn't change what I'm saying is what it is. And what
It
they're
might be
saying
upside down
is-
6 though.
That's true.
Could be. In Aussie land.
But they have a
That's a
word.
reference back to an older podcast, guys.
They have a word to describe exactly what I'm asking. So that word might be a little different than my word, and that's okay, but we're describing the exact same thing when they use their word and I use mine. That thing is a dragon. Who invented the word dinosaur? Look that up.
You said Gary Owen or some shit like that.
was
And Gary Owen was a
18.
Richard Owen.
Oh, Richard
okay,
Owen.
and Mr. Owens was a what?
A white.
What the fuck?
If I remember right, he was a white American.
1842, dog. That's what you said, right?
I thought it was 1860. Because then you can look up-
1842.
Okay. So then you can also look up the amount of dinosaur fossils that were excavated from 1842 to 1942 and look at where they were found.
He's from the UK. England, bruv.
Look at where they were found. Because if I remember right, there was 100.
His dark hair and features would suggest that his mother was of French heritage.
Richard Owens, he was a paleontologist.
Okay.
He was in the UK, isn't it?
And from 1842, if I remember right, to 1942,
Columbus sailed the ocean blood.
No,
Ocean blue.
no, that was before that. Most of the dinosaur excavations and discoveries were found in America, if I remember right.
A lot of them were. We actually had like a woolly mammoth found right here in San Diego.
Okay, so funny enough that they come to a new land finding old similar things, but they just decide to call it a new name.
But it's not called like, it's not.
You know what that does? That opens up room for attraction. What was the number?
Because an
one-
actual scientist of bones did this.
Yeah, the same scientist allegedly that backed up Jurassic Park. Let's talk about what scientists really do.
What? The same scientist that backed up Jurassic? What are you talking about?
Allegedly Jurassic Park was supposed to be historically accurate and that, oh, these are what dinosaurs look like. And then later on, Steven Spielberg had to go back and be like, whoa, guys, no, this isn't, no, we kind of exaggerated
they've
a few
hella
things.
proved. Yeah, they've hella proven that dinosaurs did not look like that.
But when it first came out, scientists say, and scientists agree, and no. Because you also look up from 1842 right to 1942, where was this shit found? Most of them was found in America. From 1910 to 1930, the #1 business industry in all of America was the motherfucking circus.
What's the reference?
They were parading around these bones they had dug up in some dude's backyard, and we called it this new illustrious name, a dinosaur. Ooh, look it. These are dragons, but crazier. These are evil lizards.
Did you know?
The Muffin Man?
Did you know that they recreated like have you guys seen like the recreation vocal cords of like certain dinosaurs?
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro.
Bro, it's so much more ominous than like what the movies are. The movies are like more aggressive and they're like in your face. But like in real life, at least the simulated vocal cords of what they've been able to reconstruct, everything's so much more ominous and it's like more of like a lead up like sound. But it just
T-Rex was way more high pitched, bro.
Yeah, that too.
And they look like birds.
And they're more feathers.
Feathers and all types of shit.
Did you see
Velociraptor in the movies, that's not even like what a Velociraptor actually looked like. They were way smaller.
And a lot of them had feathers.
Yeah.
Like wings.
They look like big ass roosters.
Or like ostriches almost.
Big ass roosters.
Did you see that they took AI and recreated Jesus's image from some sheet that was allegedly laying on him when he was like buried?
No.
But I heard there's like a spot you can go to where you can see his actual blood.
There's a couple spots, supposedly, like that whole little path that he had to take as he was carrying the cross. That there are places that they built in the exact areas of like where he fell down, or like where he vomited, or where his blood fell. Like there's areas. I can't remember if they built something there, if they cut it out, but like I think he was walking around like a cobblestone like pathway, and where his blood fell, they cut it out later. Like they cut it out.
I think I've heard of like a place having like not a vial, but like a thing of Jesus Christ's blood.
Well, allegedly the Vatican still has the spear that the Roman was ordered to kill him with.
That's crazy. Bro, how much legendary loot the Vatican has. It's insane.
Bro, and I was just watching Angels and Demons the other day, and I was like, dog, like, what? Like, because people love... Have you guys watched that movie, Angels and Demons?
No.
So it's pretty... So Spark Notes, and this is like without ranking it, is allegedly the Illuminati is alive and well during this movie. And it takes you through this long spiral of Roman history and like its connections to the pagan, right? And which a lot of people don't like to talk about. And there's a moment where you see them go into the Vatican archives, and bro, like I just, I don't want to knock Catholics or anything, but I don't believe in necromancy, right? And I really don't like it, and I really don't like the idea of fucking around with demons and stuff. Like, dude, if you're possessed, you're fucked. Like, like sorry about it, but just sorry, but allegedly they have record for every exorcism that was ever ordained, because those have to be ordained. Yeah. Like they have to be ordained by the church, and so they have a record of what cardinal carried out the order, what father was sent, who the person was, and then later on it's supposed to have like what demons were there, because it's never just one, it's always multiple. Yeah, bro, like the Vatican is a plethora of shit I would love to have a chance to read through.
I've been listening a lot to I don't remember this guy's name, but he's talking about how there was a huge war in Egypt like long time ago, and he was talking about like glass being found in the Egyptian sand, and he's like, the only way to get glass out of sand is by burning it at over 3,000 degrees. Mm-hmm. So that means that they had to be using some crazy ass type of weapons to create this glass that we don't know about. But once the war was over, Thoth was like, everybody disperse, and that's why we have all these pyramids everywhere, like to the exact millimeter and shit like that. It's fucking
crazy. Benny Carson, no, something Carson, black dude. He talks about that shit. Yeah. Ben Carson, I think his name is Ben Carson. Hold on, let me give him.
I don't know, but he's sick as fuck, bro, and it just makes me like Egyptian culture way more.
Bro, that whole like
he
how
talks
they did
about
the pyramids.
He talks about like the emerald tablets and all that stuff. I fuck
way
with
before the time of Christ and all this shit. He's talking about how Amun Ra is the real Christ, and it's like crazy ass shit, bro. Next time I see it, I'll fucking send it to you guys.
Bill Carson is his name.
Yeah, he's sick as fuck, bro. He be saying some tight ass shit.
I fuck with it, but there's just like,
I mean,
why
Egypt was there
Egypt?
first, bro. Why Egypt? That's the motherland.
Allegedly. And if Egypt was so advanced, and if they wanted certain things from the humans, why haven't they came back? Because, and people are like, oh, well, why would they come back? It's like, well, Egypt is a fraction of the civilization in which it once was.
Who's to say they ever left?
Then what the fuck is going on?
Hey, patience, Poppy, patience.
Now, Mr.
Oh, we all have some of these now, right?
That's true. What's his name? What's the dude's name? The UFO guy? Bob Lazar. You know, Bob Lazar said that he read some manuscript that they found in one of the crafts. And in this book, it described us as containers. And their job, I guess, as they're visiting our planet, is to ensure the safety and continuation of these containers.
I don't know if I believe that. What are the odds? Wait, that like alien civilization?
What are the odds? It's crazy.
Like let's give true aliens, true craft, true everything, right?
Uh-huh.
What are the odds that he's able to read this manuscript?
Well, there's always a way to break a code.
But I imagine you don't have the capabilities of like, I'm gonna take this, you know, and like break it down over the next couple of like, wouldn't he have he had to have uncovered it like over a long period of time? Like
I think you're Mr. Evolution of Language. I think we are underestimating the evolution of language. What if these people can speak a language that we all understand? What if it's written in a language that no matter who eyes lay on it, they could read it? Because the best way to teach children is to teach them. The best way to teach an adult is the same way you would teach a child, right? You show them nice and slowly, patiently, right? With all the proper communication, right? And if you can teach a child how to do something, you can teach an adult how to do it, right? Because if you practice that same method of teaching very slowly, very intricate and explained, and give them the why. So is it possible that they have some kind of language that no matter what, when you pop open that book, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, they do. It's called pictures.
No, because then the wording would be different. I saw a manuscript that displayed images, of us being some sort of container. And it seemed like in these photos, they were really trying to make sure that our survival was like paramount.
Well, let me ask you, was language invented or was it discovered?
Could it be both?
It was discovered.
I think it could be both.
Who invented the English language?
Society.
English, duh.
Society.
Who invented
any fucking language, bro?
No, but
it's discovered.
No, because at its basis, I guess you could discover within physical space what, like, you need to call things. You need to call a desk that I'm on, chair that I'm sitting in.
You realize that is me doing this, giving you this.
Yes.
Helen Keller, who was deaf, dumb, and blind,
Whoa.
right, survived in the world.
Dumb.
She was a dumb, bro.
She was definitely a dumb bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, so I understand. I agree with you that in the beginning, there was the word. No, in the beginning,
There was the word.
in the beginning, you have things that you need to understand to kind of like, yes, you say, and you have a water bottle,
Rock. Yeah.
right?
There probably wasn't water bottles, but yeah.
A rock. And then now I need to figure out, all right, well, that noise over a week, 2 months, obviously in our language, 2 months, you're saying the same fucking 2 syllables for this one thing over and over and over and over again. I'm associating it with that thing. But now, over time, bless you, conceptually, like with the more like complex language, then you have to not discover, but create new like combination of words to understand the like thoughts.
No, but you don't create the combination. The combination is what that is, right? Like that's
No,
like dinosaur.
the
Dinosaur is
Latin.
not. What's a dinosaur? What is that?
I get the creation of words, right?
What is it? The
Derivation.
Derivation. Thor is like lizard, isn't it? Or
It might be from like a Latin word. I'm not saying, but what that
Yeah.
new combination of words isn't. So you could have words based in a language, and that's fine. And a lot of Latin words are coming from like medicine and stuff like that. We use bases of Latin words, I believe.
monstrous lizard.
Yes, but
Greek
that
words.
But that combination and that understanding, that even that going back to like its root word for English, right? We understand that it's dinosaur, and you want to trace it back to the root word of dangerous lizard or monstrous lizard. Even that, the creation of that word has some sort of understanding of what you're trying to talk about metaphorically, right? Like dangerous is it's more of just like a what is it, adjective, something that describes like a plethora of actions, something not good. And then lizard, you know what a lizard is because it's the thing that we've been calling lizards forever. But a dangerous lizard would have like sharp teeth, or it's mega fucking huge that you've never seen a lizard this big, whatever it may be. But there's like some sort of combination of words, even if it's just the originator of it or it's derived from a root word, that you still have to come up with. Somebody came up with it at some point, I think, because there's no like, we're just kind of always feeling around and trying to figure out what everybody agrees with, and then now it's a new word that we all understand.
I see the creation of words, but language is discovered. You discover these things.
Yeah, I think so too. Now that Corpse is like putting it into perspective,
no one created mathematics. No one created
that was
science.
that was my next thing, like numbers and shit like that.
We discovered these things.
What do you mean?
No one created mathematics. Especially if you believe in the Thoth, Emerald tablets, all these things were embedded into the nature around us for us to discover. And as we discover these things, that's how we elevated as a species.
Maybe I'm not understanding correctly.
What he's saying is science and math already existed.
But the numerical, like what we call numbers, we made that up.
Who made that up?
Society. We had to say, I have one thing, and then now I have two things. These things aren't the same, but there are a multitude of things.
And what Corpse is saying is that already existed. You didn't discover that. It already existed.
No, you didn't.
But
you didn't
I
create
one
it.
thing,
I
and
created,
this is two things.
but I created the metric in which we measure all of that.
And that's fine. You can say, okay, I have a singular or I have many.
Yeah, okay.
Right? But your ability then to say, well, if I take one less, right? I don't just have less. There's a numerical value behind that. Okay, Well, if I was to tell my son, okay, take 5 away from from your bounty, how much do you have? That equation now that is running through his head is discovered. It was never created. He did not create that equation. That was already there. It was already there in the plethora of what this fucking multiverse actually is. It's the same Holy Trinity when you say space, time, and matter. You have language to describe what is happening. You have the mathematics to be able to count it. And then you have the science to be able to explain the cause and effect of it. And it's happening all the time, every time, all at once.
Do you think that if there is a species that didn't have a conscious to say that there was less of something, that it would still be there?
Its conscious value, its conscious ability, its lack, or how do I want to answer? How do I want to actually?
Because the fact is still that there is 5 less.
But who's to say if there's no, like,
if they're ignorant to it, doesn't stop it from still existing.
It's still fact, right?
It's
because
still
if I give you 10 something, and then you give away 5, you still have 5. You can no longer go around saying I have 10 because you don't.
I know, but that saying I have 5, the numerical value you've added,
okay, you can say I have this many, and here you go, I have this many,
and then you take away
5.
Now I have less than that many.
Now I only have this many.
Sure.
And your ability to understand and grasp the concept of 5 minus something obtains another value, or 10 plus something obtains a certain value, is something you have to discover. And it is, like I'm saying, these things are base level of our reality, and our ability to discover these things is what advances us as a civilization. That's why I think, well, hold on, let's get into conspiracy theories. I think something seriously fucking went wrong.
What's up, buddy?
When
Thanks
the
so much,
atomic
Motion,
bomb
for
went
coming
off.
in.
I think something happened. I think
Some
something
people don't
happened.
even believe that atomic bombs even exist.
Oh, we gotta have them.
Let's talk about the Mandela effect. Right? Like, where there's some things that we know to be true that just aren't because of our memory. Right? And I do remember hearing stories of, like, yeah, people used to think Nelson Mandela was dead. And I remember talking to people when I was older.
I thought
like,
he was dead.
No, he didn't
thought-
die. He died like in 2000 or something, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, way later than that.
yeah, because they thought he was dead in prison.
I've heard
But
that,
it was just because they hadn't had contact with him in forever.
Yeah, I thought he was dead, bro.
Yeah, like, I just had a homie that I found out was dead for a few years, and I was like, oh, I just thought we hadn't heard from him. Like, I thought he was just, busted, hadn't heard from him, whatever. But no, the fucker was dead. Like, what the fuck? Like, but I think something.
A Mandela effect is real, for real.
It is for real.
And sometimes, that's what I'm saying, bro. The concept of the Matrix is not a hard one to believe in.
I was talking about that on my podcast.
He died in 2013.
Oh, 2013, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, the concept of the Matrix is not a hard one to believe in, bro. At least I don't think it is.
Isn't
if
it?
you really look at it to its core, like the movie, and watch the movie and the concepts that they discuss in the movie, it's hard to not believe in it.
It was so bad on me the other day where I was thinking about it, and I was like, if I didn't know Cisco and Damien as real people, like, I would think they were a part of the Matrix. Like, if I didn't know you as real people, like, I had actually met you in the world. But I don't know if I ever went down this rabbit hole with you guys. Is like, I can't prove anyone exists. Like, that's been one of my running philosophies for forever in life. Is I can't prove I exist. I can't prove anyone else exists. And so how, even though I've met Save and Zero in person and in the flesh, still does not exempt them from existence. Like, it doesn't prove their existence any further than if I've only known you through the computer screen.
That is true. Because for all you know, when I got back in my car from Venice Beach, I just, like, teleported back home. And when I turned this shit off, I'm just like,
Yeah, like you turn
Waiting
in,
for next Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. And
like
then when you
turns
text
into
me,
Agent Smith.
when you text me, it goes to my brain, and I just, and I'm like, yeah, bro,
It's
had
AI.
a hard day. And then Tuesday comes, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the usual Tuesday.
Bro, I'm
That shit would be
saying.
crazy.
There's just so much.
Sometimes I think
There's
about
so
that
much.
too.
Yeah.
I
But
just realize more and more that this life is infinitely more complex than what we give it credit for, and I just wish it wouldn't be.
But that's the beauty behind it, is that it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. It took me so long into my adult. I mean, I guess not so long. I'm only in my 30s, right? But it took me what I feel a long time to kind of finally be like, I'm never gonna know the answers to everything, bro. And it's okay, but it's scary.
There was a poem I was reading where it said something along the lines of there's no romance in the violence, and there was nothing beautiful about all that blood. It was just only red.
damn.
And so no, sometimes I don't want life to be so rough and rugged. No, it's not beautiful like that. It's just red, Cisco. It's no, there's no pretty behind it, bro. I just want a little bit of simplicity in my life. A little bit of just easy going, bro. Just not
But there is simplicity in life.
where, bro. I don't know any of it
Go
exists.
for a walk.
I don't know. I need to touch more grass, bro.
Sometimes
Go for a walk with no headphones on. And
Oof.
just listen.
That's hard sometimes.
It's amazing, bro.
But
I've been doing that.
It is really nice,
It's amazing. Go sit down on a patch of grass somewhere.
bro.
And then just realize, as you're sitting on that patch of grass, wherever you are, say it's a park, say it's a street, say it's something, and you're seeing all these people zoom by and kids playing at the park, and then where's the simplicity? You're proving that it exists. You're just sitting there. You're just sitting there.
It doesn't prove I exist.
How not? You're grounded. You are in nature.
There's no
Watching nature exist.
concrete evidence that any of that is even happening.
You're
There's no
right.
concrete evidence that I'm actually talking to you right now.
But
Correct.
even if
You're absolutely right about that.
But even if you're not, you're having at least if all of this what is it, Matrix stuff is real, you're at least having the electrical impulses that you are. And as long
what
as
he
it's
believes to be the electrical
or
impulse.
maybe the belief.
There is no spoon. There is no spoon.
But the fact that you can at least pretend to maybe experience something like that is nice.
Okay, then that's beautiful. But it's still red. Wait,
Hold on. Have you guys ever watched Black Mirror?
Yes.
Okay, so I saw. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Corpse. Go ahead, and I'll talk about it after, because it reminds me of this a little bit, and it fucked me up.
So even if I was sitting on the grass, allegedly having this experience, I still can't prove if I'm an NPC in the person as they're walking by me.
I've thought about that before too, when I'm like driving to work or something, and somebody looks over, and I'm like, maybe I was the person that they were supposed to look at. Like, I wasn't the one looking at them.
They were looking at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were looking at me, and I just they're the main character, you know.
Are you going to talk about White Bear? I think that episode is called. Cisco?
I don't know what the name of the episode is.
Oh, okay,
or
go.
what the fuck it was, but I saw it on TikTok today, and it sucked me into like a little 3 scroll thing, and they put like this black chip in the back of somebody's neck. They were like, "Oh, it's this AI new game development that we're working on, right?" And then it was like they put it in his head, and he was like, "Oh, that was easy." And then he like played whack-a-mole or some shit like that, and he was like, "Oh, that's it? It's over? Okay." They're like, "Oh, we got another one for you to try if you want to try it. This is new horror game that we've been working on, and what it does is the chip that goes into the back of your brain, it reads your, like your brain to figure out what you're actually afraid of, and then it continues to make you more afraid while you're playing the game." So he was like in it, bro, and he's like screaming at the top of his lungs, scared as fuck, and the psychologist and the game creator are there, and then they pull it out of his head, and she was like, "That was only 7 seconds of you being in the game." And then it stopped and there was no more videos, and I was like pissed. But then I started thinking to myself, like, bro, what if the thing that he was afraid of was them pulling the chip out of his head and then saying like, oh, this is over, like the game's not, you're not in the game anymore, and then he's still in the fucking game, and then he's on this continuous loop of never knowing what's real and what's not real.
That shit would be scary. I think I know the episode that you're talking about too. The ending of
that's
that
kind of like what I
crazy.
get from. That's kind of what I get from you saying that type of shit. Is that like, you know, those dreams? Have you ever like woke yourself up in a dream and then you wake up and you're like, holy shit! I was like, it was like Inception. Yeah, it was like Inception type shit.
There's an episode.
That shit fucks me up.
There's an episode of two things. One is Black Mirror, which I'll get to right now. I think the episode's called White Bear. There's an episode of Rick and Morty like that, where Rick and Morty, I think it's like the newer season, find this hole, and I think attached to it's a hole in a bathroom, and I think attached to the, like in the bathroom stall, the hole is right here, and then you have a wall, and on the wall it's like, these people have survived the fear hole. If you fall in, your worst fears come true. So Rick and Morty jump in, and then throughout the entire episode, do you guys care about spoilers on this?
No.
So I'm never gonna watch Rick and Morty.
Throughout the whole episode, so like at first it's like ghosts and demons and shit, and they're like, oh shit, they're having an adventure, whatever. They get out of the hole and they're like, okay, well that was cool, whatever. And so then they get home, and then they start to realize like, what if we're still in the hole? And because stuff starts to happen in the real life of like, what if I'm actually afraid of like somebody never loving me? And what if I'm actually scared of like forgiving myself, whatever it may be, like more philosophical fears. And so this whole episode, they're getting out of the hole every single time. When at the end, I think at the very end, one of them just happened to be like, I think one of them just like fell into the hole, got knocked out, and had this whole dream. Like it was an all dream type thing. So that's what that kind of reminds me of. And the second was the Black Mirror episode. When you said that, what if you were the one looking at me and I was supposed to look at you, something like that? Mm-hmm. Were you saying that more of like a everybody's an actor in my movie type of thing?
Yeah, like what if I'm an actor in someone else's movie?
Or something like that.
Have you seen The Truman Show?
Yes. That was a good movie.
Where everything is like timed out and planned. Yeah. Like that could be an option. There's so much. So you just never know.
There's an episode in Black Mirror that reminds me of. I think it's like the worst killers are like criminals basically. They get memory wiped, and then they're placed in a bed, and they wake up, and then they kind of just go throughout their day, but like something's always a little bit off. This is from what I remember. I'm sure Crystal Waters will correct me at some point. Something always feels a little bit off, and then as the day progresses, she realizes that like people are like watching her, and she realizes like the people that she's passing by are just like looking at her a little bit too long, and then progressively it gets longer and longer, and the stares become more apparent, and then eventually people start recording her, and then people start following her and recording her, and at some point she's like chased around this house. She thinks she's gonna die, and she thinks she's a completely innocent person because her memory's been wiped. And at the end, she like falls down. She has like bruises and shit. And the lights turn on, and these walls open, and people are laughing and like having a good time. And I think they have like these white masks, and they're laughing at her and talking to her about how she's this criminal who like killed a bunch of people. But to her, she's completely innocent. So she's taken by complete surprise. And everybody in her daily life has been an actor who she's talked with, who she's been, you know, obviously being spied on, and it's been like this whole show. It was crazy. I think they're executed at the end, but that was a crazy episode. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, when you have that thought corpse of like maybe you're an actor in somebody else's movie, who's to say whose movie it is though? You get me? Like, how do you find out who the star is?
Well, that's where, because bro, when I first came across this whole philosophical and like existential debate, I also kind of like, people would be like, so what's the meaning of life, right? If I'm just fake, then what's the meaning of life? And to answer even that very question would be the same way I answer them, is to give life meaning. If I'm if I'm the co-star and I'm now becoming very conscious of this, then how does this experience between me and the star of the show, how is it meaningful? How do I make it meaningful? How do I make it impactful? Because I could just stand by idly and be completely in the matrix. But since I've awoken from it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, how do I make this impactful? Right? Or vice versa, if I'm the star of the show and this is the co-star, and if I locked eyes with them for a second, or if they're something about their walk or something about their shirt just got me, maybe I just watch them for a second. And maybe I give life a little meaning. Maybe I can make up a little story about him in my head, and just be like, hey, that's Bob. Bob's on a walk. And he's had a long day. Look at him. He's got his coffee in his hand. About to go get another coffee. He's probably about to get fucking laid. He's probably about to get some fucking pussy right now. And Bob's just on his fucking trek. Doesn't have any condoms, but I gotta go to the store and get a condom. Look at him. Like, answering the phone. Who's he talking to? Oh, look at here you go.
That's who is making the appointment to get laid right now. I've definitely done that before. Like, I've been eating and I like look at people and I'm like, oh, those two, they're gonna fight later. He didn't fucking pull her chair out or something, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna have this elaborate fucking argument and they're gonna wind up just fucking, and it's gonna be, and then she's gonna get mad at him after because he didn't go get the fucking towel to wipe her off.
I'm just saying.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, you never done that in your head? Like,
yeah, for sure. I just think it's funny. But I listen a lot. Like, to get a little bit, I'm like very much tapped into other people's conversations sometimes when I'm at restaurants and stuff. And I'm just chilling. Made my mom do that. That's why I think I learned how to do that, is that we're just chilling. She'd be very, very quiet. And so then I would just be very, very quiet. And then we would just start listening. And somebody would be like, oh, I can't believe Grandpa just died. Or like, and we'd be like, damn, like,
Grandpa, you just had to say the most morbid shit.
Grandpa just died. Or like,
Corbs and I are thinking about people getting laid and Grandpa just died.
Or like, I don't know, like, oh, this fucking lemonade is the worst lemonade. Like, damn, bro, I'm not ordering the lemonade, I guess. That's what, like, I'm always listening to other people's conversation. But if they're too far, I will make up stories, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's the one thing. Like, sometimes there's things that you don't want to think about. Like, I think D and I talked about this one time, like looking at a couple and thinking how they fuck, or like,
yeah,
like how they eat together or some shit like that. Like, some of those things it's just like weird because you use your own experience to imagine that. Because how can you imagine anything else that's not your experience in that?
I mean, you could definitely get some.
I can definitely
thoughts.
imagine a thing or two, but I think
it comes from some type of experience, though, right?
Yeah, or depth of imagination definitely comes from experience. You can definitely look at someone and be like, "Oh, look, she probably fucking pegs him," and you could probably get like a cool little idea of what that might look like. Right, but unless you're getting pegged, you don't know. You don't know
exactly.
what that. You don't know.
That's true.
Like, is he on his knees? Like his legs pulled back.
Is he going dead cockroach position and just fucking taking it? Like, I don't know. That's not my vibe. But belly to belly missionary, I got that down pat. So it's like I can definitely imagine the belly to belly. Like, it's fucking in style.
Good old reliable.
Belly to belly's in style. That's crazy.
It is. I don't know why everyone thinks they have to have sex like porn stars. Porn star sex is not real sex.
I've never said that. I've never said. No, I agree with that statement.
Porn star sex isn't real sex, and quite frankly, if you're a dude and you're good at sex, you're probably fucking gay.
What the
fuck? Hold the fuck on.
Yo,
that's gay.
That turned.
If you can walk around and be like, yeah, I'm fucking good at sex, you're pretty fucking gay.
No.
Straight men.
What if a girl tells you? What if a girl tells you that you're good at sex? You're
That's
gay?
fucking gay. Like, don't tell me that. Only faggots are good at that shit.
Whoa!
Yo, relax.
Canceled.
Yo.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I still say retard.
That one's a little bit more based.
Oh, there goes the monetization on this fucking video.
We're like an hour 20 in. It's probably fine.
Yeah,
YouTube's not watching this far.
You can't really believe that. So you're gonna see here. Hold on. So you're gonna see.
Cisco's a little hurt because he's been told that he's good at sex. He's just a little buttered.
It's all right, bro. It's
You've
cool.
never been told that you're good at sex, Corpse?
Yeah.
You're gay? What the fuck?
No, I tell him fuck that. I'm not. No, fuck no. I'm not gay. Fuck.
That's
I piss
great.
standing up, girl. What do you mean I'm good at sex?
That makes no sense, Corpse. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys sit down while you piss?
You're gonna
Sometimes. You didn't think that was gonna happen.
Wait, you're gonna tell me gay people don't stand up when they piss?
Wait, sometimes you sit down when you piss. It's just efficient.
Voluntarily. No,
It's efficient. It's nice.
No, it's not.
I just
There's
want to relax.
No way
sometimes.
you're saying this right now.
Unless
Hold the
I'm,
fuck on. We're about
unless
to-
I'm fucking drunk, I'm
Even
standing
when I'm
up and pissing.
drunk, I don't sit down to piss.
It
Wait,
depends.
what?
It depends
D,
on what vibe
D,
I'm
you're-
on.
D,
Wait.
You're only pissing when you sit down sometimes?
Oh, not only. I'm saying it's efficient because I got to take a shit sometimes.
Oh, that's why he
Nah.
says involuntarily. If you
But
gotta
then
take
what
a
if,
shit,
wait,
sometimes it's
what
pissing
if sometimes you got to, like, you don't know if it's a fart, you don't know if it's a shit. I'm not rolling the
if
dice
you
on that
know
shit.
you gotta piss, and the piss is the only thing in the chamber. And
Oh,
if
okay.
you
No.
look at the toilet bowl and say, you know what? I'm about to pop a squat, tuck my penis in between my legs, and let it rock the fucking bottom of the toilet bowl. You're fucking gay. All I'm saying. All I'm
Let
fucking
it
saying.
rock.
Well, two things that we learned tonight. You sit down to piss, you're gay. You fuck good, you're gay.
You
And
can't win.
dinosaurs are fucking dragons, bro.
Dinosaurs are
Stop
dragons.
fucking playing with me.
There's
Dinosaurs are
shot.
Y'all be trying to make me sound like I'm
That's
fucking
sex.
crazy. You know what it is? I'm gonna end up like one of those fucking crackheads out there one day telling people there's no such thing as dinosaurs. People are dragons. And
Corpse
everyone's
is
gonna
going
think I'm
Alex
fucking
Jones
crazy.
right now, bro.
I'll tell you,
I
motherfucker.
know you don't.
Can I get $1? I'm trying to tell you.
Get
Tell
a
me you piss or
dollar.
gay.
Let me ask you before you give me this dollar. Do you piss while I'm sitting down?
You believe that?
I don't know. I
For-
take
for
your
every-
fucking dollar.
For every question you answer wrong, you gotta give me another $1. Are dinosaurs dragons?
Do you fuck good?
$2.
Do you fuck good? Do you fuck good?
No, that's a joke.
Oh shit!
Really bad
That's funny.
fucking.
Dude.
No, that's getting clipped and put on TikTok tomorrow.
For sure.
If you fuck good, you're gay.
Yo.
Well, dude, that's one of the boldest statements you've ever said on this podcast.
That was
in
funny.
60 whatever episodes, bro.
I just don't think I've ever looked at another person and been like, yeah, I'm good at sex. Like, oh yeah, I fucked
No, but you.
Wait, if
probably
you
been
say-
told you're good at sex.
If you say that you're good at sex, that's different than if you're told.
Well, let's be
Okay,
real.
well,
If
hold
you're,
on,
good at hold on. If you're good at sex, though, you kind of know you're good at sex.
Hold on,
Cisco,
But if you
stop,
say-
bro. Yeah, it's fucking cringe.
it-
Holy shit.
Is it gay then if you're going around saying, yeah, I'm good at sex?
It's
if you're
cringe.
announcing it to the world.
That's gay as fuck.
I think that's gay as fuck. I think you're asking to fuck dudes at that point.
Yo.
But if somebody tells you that you're good at sex, that's not gay. Unless it's a dude telling you that.
That's definitely gay. That's fucking. How do you know? How do you know these things?
That's true.
How does he know, Cisco?
No, I'm not. I've never
How
had a
did that
dude
guy
tell me
know
that.
you were good at sex, Save? How did that guy know?
Now you're really trying to get a clip. No man has ever told me that I'm good at sex.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Not
do, you
yet,
piss?
not yet.
Do you sit down when you piss?
No, I've never sat down to piss.
You're only half a queer, then it's fine.
Jeez.
Part timer.
2024, that's the cool thing to do. I'm working my way there, baby. I'm about to walk
Part-time.
around saying I'm good at sex. They can't judge me. At least I'm not a woman.
What is a woman?
Thank you so much for watching today's podcast, everybody.
I'm just wondering.
Women
Have
don't
you guys,
exist.
have you guys
bro.
watched that?
If
Have
I
you
don't
guys-
exist, women don't exist.
Have you guys watched that video though? Have you guys watched that documentary?
I did, yeah.
I've watched,
Walsh?
I think most of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I watched it the day it came out when he put it out on Twitter.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was, and I don't think people have talked about it enough.
It's kind of hard. And we could talk about it on a different day, but it's kind of hard because those types of documentaries, when they're put out by those types of people, can be swayed to look one way, which he tried to do a good job in making it not sway that way. But
No.
still hard to believe that there's-
Absolutely not. He didn't. Absolutely not. No shot.
have you seen
Everybody.
the whole thing?
I've seen, I think most, if not all, of the interviews with the professors that he wanted to go ahead and interview. I think all of them were probably the worst representation to ask that sort of question because he knew he was baiting for that type of response.
I don't think it was an unbiased film.
Definitely biased.
Definitely a biased film.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying he tried to make it look unbiased.
Oh, okay. If that,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can't take that video and like show it to everybody in the world and be like, see, nobody can tell you what a woman is. You know what I mean? But he tried his best to make it look unbiased.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure,
he brought up some. See, and this is where I hope people don't get me fucking twisted, right? This motherfucker brought up some whack jobs of people to, ping pong and go back and forth on these topics. And, crazy people can hide for a little bit, but the more you get them to talk, that's why I like podcasts, is like the more you get them to talk, you fucking really see how wild they are.
Yeah, but that was is that those kook heads are actually touching children, bro. That was
yeah. They are people who are in charge, but it still sucks where even they are a small minority of a larger group of people. Now, my problem that I still like that Walsh is bringing up is why is the silent majority bowing down to this extremely loud minority, where the majority really has the power? Like, you guys are the ones that allow or engage, or you guys are the ones to really push shit through, not these guys. It's and
because they show that when you show embarrassment, like cancellation, everybody becomes scared of that.
Yeah, everyone falls in line.
Nobody wants to be embarrassed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite part of that one of my favorite parts of that documentary, and before we close out, is the old dude that he's like, well, how do you know you're a guy? And then he's like, I don't know, maybe because I got a dick. Like, that shit.
That shit kills me. Oh my god.
Close this out, Zero.
Yo, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Liking, subscribing, viewing, even if you were here for a minute, second, an hour, the whole thing. Or maybe you're on the playback. I appreciate you very much. Thanks so much for your time.
Is your old lady right there?
She's in the bathroom.
Oh, I was gonna say you should have her do a sign off. I know she doesn't want to be on camera, but just move the mic to her. She's in the bathroom.
I don't know if she would know what to say.
She watched the end of your streams before.
I guess that's true. Thank you, Save. Thank you, Corpse. Thank you for our community for watching. Be safe. Peace out. Subscribe to wherever you're listening to podcasts.
This is Damien's little dance when he ends streams now, or when he ends his YouTube videos. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Usual Tuesday podcast. We'll be back next week on, I think we're doing Monday next week, right? Corpse?
Yes.
Cool. It's beautiful. Thank you to our community. Football starts this week, so everybody be safe. Don't get too drunk this weekend. What?
I just forget what day we're on, dude. I thought today was Thursday for a second.
Days don't exist.
I thought today was Wednesday.
But I appreciate my two amazingly handsome and charismatic co-hosts.
Thank you.
My community, our community. Thank you guys so much. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love y'all. Keep smiling. We'll see you guys in the next one.
You guys, it's been another episode of the Usual Tuesday podcast. Save, Zero, love you guys. The wonderful and amazing two gentlemen that join me every single week when we fucking do this. Usual Tuesday podcast. Big Corpse, corpsecollection.com. I always do a sign out, and this one got me more than usual. But it says, I wondered if that was why God hated sin, and because of the destruction it caused. And for a moment, I felt awe for a God who loved me enough to hate the things that hurt me without hating me for causing them. Yeah. So take a time, give thanks for the things that we have. Yeah. And forgiveness for the things that we cause. Until next week, I hope you guys have a good day, week, month, year, and life. Until next time. Bang.
Peace.
Peace. All right, boys. You guys take care. I love y'all.
Peace. Peace. I'm still on stream.
It's okay.
Oh.
I'm not even in the shot.
You're not in the shot now.
Did you say goodbye?
No, that's what I'm about to do. Oh. I'm about to. Who's on? You're not watching the podcast, are you?
No, I got to distracted making my little costume.
Oh, damn. I don't know who's watching, but thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Peace out. Motion, thank you so much for being a part of the chat. Kat, thank you so much for being a part of the chat. And Samuel, thank you so much for being a part of the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Alrighty, I'll see you Friday, I believe. And then Monday, because I'm going to be streaming on my main channel. What's up, Motion? Thanks so much, buddy. Yo, I'm glad you're here, man. For real. I know you had some crazy shit go down, so thank you for being here, man. Genuinely. Okay. Be safe, everybody. Bye, Motion. Bye, Kat. Bye, Samuel.